on with my camera? There we go. We got that fixed. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out and waiting for me to get started. How's everybody doing? This is Mr. Everything, and I'm coming at you with another Star Citizen update. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to take a look at the 3.0 schedule as it stands right now. And as you know, every week, I think it's Friday, they make the updated change to the schedule. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are doing like, hey, this is what's going to happen in 3.0, and this is what you can expect, and this is what I anticipate, and this is what I want. Okay, you get a lot of that, right? Well, in this, we're just going to go over the facts. We're just going to go over the actual 3.0 schedule report, right? And this is updated every week. Now, what I'm going to do is it's broken down into different categories. I think it shows it right here, separated into subsections, right? The persistent universe, FPS, also space gameplay, engineering, UI, AI, graphics, backend, network, ships, weapons. Okay, well, I'm not going to really concern myself with all this. I'm just going to go over every single piece. This video might take a little while. Okay, if I am going to upload this to YouTube proper, so if you guys want to watch this in pieces, watch one chapter at a time or something like that, then I strongly encourage you doing that. But I am going to take some time to actually go over this. Now, I'm live streaming this right now. Instead of recording this and uploading it edited, I'm just going to go ahead and live stream it. This way, at the end, if you want to ask any questions or if you have any comments, I'm not going to answer any questions or comments until the end. Okay, so save your questions. If you got them, think about them, hold on to them, and then when we get to the end, drop me some questions, and then we'll see what we got. Okay, so as you know, these are the moons of Crusader. Crusader is the gas giant in the Stanton system. Crusader is also the name of a corporation that owns the planet of Crusader and all of its moons. Crusader, what do you call it? Stanton is an unusual system in that each of the planets in the planetary system is owned by a different corporation. So, like you have ArcCore owns, guess which planet? The ArcCore planet. Crusader Industries owns Crusader. Hurston Dynamics owns Hurston. And what's the other planet? I'm losing my mind. There's a fourth planet. ArcCore. I don't think it's Stanton. Stanton's the system. So, what is it? ArcCore. Hurston. The snow planet. Which one's that? That's the ice planet. I'm losing my mind. Okay, well, either way, there's a company that owns the ice planet, and the only thing they're doing is expanding the Crusader portion of the Stanton system. They're not actually doing the entire Stanton system. So these moons are going to be fleshed out. They're going to be proprietary. They're going to be procedural so that you can land on them, but they're also going to add Delamar, because right here we got Yella, Selen, and Daymar. Those are the three siblings. The planets were named after the three siblings in A Bedtime Story, and they're each of these moons have different like aspects about them that is going to be really cool to land and explore, like the geysers on Selen. Daymar's got all these deep canyons, and then Yella's got kind of this rocky, cold surface, I think. And so what's going to happen is those are all going to be like super exciting to explore, and there's going to be stations on them and things like that that we're going to be able to check out. But there's going to be a fourth planetoid added to the Crusader system. When I say Crusader system, I'm talking about the gas giant and its moons. That is a planetary system, not the solar system where the sun and all of its planets. It's not the solar system. They're not putting the solar system together. They're just putting the planetary system. So you're looking at Crusader at the center and the 3 moons, and they're going to put another planetoid out there called Delamar. Okay, on Delamar, there's going to be a new landing site that we're going to be able to. It's going to be more like it's going to be like another Area 18. Actually, you're going to be able to land on it, shop, talk to NPCs, get missions, things like that. It's going to be super cool. Okay, but let's go down the list here. The very first thing I want to point out is the dates right here in yellow or in orange, right? And we're not going to go through all these individual pieces just yet. I just want to point out some dates. They do dates differently than the way I do dates. They almost do their dates like the military, except the military doesn't do their dates like this. They got the day, the month, and then the year, right? Where the way I do dates is the month, the day, the year. I know that's weird, but that's the way it is. So, but okay, understand that is July 21st. Friday, July 21st. That's not too far off. That's not too far off. If today's the 18th, which it is for me because it's after midnight. This is actually Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all you guys. Okay, if it's after the it's like just over a month for it, and that's an aim date. So what they're doing is they're planning on shooting for that day, but I will have to admit this, every week for the last month, that day has been moved back. It's never, originally it was the like July 1st, and now it's July 21st, and it's been about 3 weeks. So every week it's been pushed back a week. So next week, is it going to be July 30th? Who knows? We'll see. June 21st, that's Wednesday, that's this coming Wednesday, right, is supposed to be, or there, it's also only an aim date of when they want the evocati to start getting their hands on the 3.0. You can see that each of these items, I'm just going to, not really pointing any of these items out, but you can see each of these items are not going to be finished in time for evocati to get their hands on them. You can see that. They plan to work on them into this. But don't fret, they're probably feature complete at this point. They just, this little section here from the 21st to whenever this ends, which would be 6:30. So in this period, the evocati is going to be reporting bugs, and they're going to be doing some hot fixes, and they'll be doing fixes and updates and patches and stuff like that with the evocati. This area here is kind of like their work in progress state, but they're hoping to have it finished here before evocati finishes their run. Okay, so yeah, you'll see overlap is what I'm trying to say. Some things like these ship weapons, according to them, they're finished. They're done. As of the 16th, which is 2 days ago, they're done. Okay, so we'll see. We'll see how that works. Okay, so the evocati is going to have their hands on it until the 5th. The 5th of July. 5th of July. So then on the 6th of July, they're going to open it up to the second wave of PTU. Because understand that the evocati is considered the first wave of PTU. So the second wave of PTU, which yours truly is almost always in the second wave. I'm not an evocati, so I can't. So first of all, I've not signed any kind of non-disclosure, but that also means I probably don't know everything, right? Even though my name's Mr. Everything. All right. Sorry. All right, so we got the 6th of July is when the PTU is going to open up to a larger audience. And then each day or each couple of days, they're going to expand that to the 3rd wave, the 4th wave, the 5th wave, until they get about 50,000 people playing it. At that point, that should be somewhere in this area. On the 20th, hopefully, they will have solved all of their PTU issues. And then on the 21st, hopefully, if this target date is correct, the 21st is when they will shoot it out to the open public, right? All right. Now remember, this aim date is between the 21st and the 27th. So if the evocati need to work on this a little bit longer, they will. If the PTU guys need to, if they run into some serious situations in the PTU that need to be addressed, if it pushes it back even further, that's going to happen. And even just because it says the aim date is anywhere between the 21st and the 27th, doesn't mean it's going to happen in the 21st and the 27th. It might be August. We don't know. Okay, this is just what they're aiming for. This is what they're hoping for, because they anticipate everything being finished right in this area. And if everything's finished in this area, there's no reason why it couldn't go into the PTU, and there's no reason why it couldn't get released to everybody. Okay, now I've got this. This is the major categories: persistent universe, gameplay, core tech, UI, AI, graphics, network, backend, ships and weapons. Okay, think of these as categories. And then, like, as you can see where it says persistent universe content, this code here is everything that's inside this gold bar right here. Okay. Moons. Look at that. They stopped before April. They were done with those. Done. Then there was a big gap where they didn't do anything with them because they probably used those engineers to do something else. And now they're back to surface outposts. They started those on the 29th. And they'll probably be done on the 26th in a week. That's what they're thinking. Okay, but and then each one of these categories these are just bars. What does that mean to us? Later down here, it kind of talks about it. We'll talk about those here in just a second. Okay. But let's surface outposts lighting. Okay, so they're doing lighting. We saw a couple of ATVs in the past where they were doing some lighting. Surface outposts. June 2nd, they were done. They were done with those. June 2nd, done. Remember, if this was updated this week, which I think it was updated yesterday. When this is updated this week, if that was not true, that would have been changed, right? Okay, so they're saying they're done. They've been done since the 2nd. Okay, now from the 16th, which is like 2 days ago, they started working on inhabited derelict ship sites. Not uninhabited, inhabited derelict ship sites. What does that mean? That means we're going to see derelicts on the planet or in space with something inside of them or immediately around them. Chris Roberts originally planned, and he still believes this, and he still wants to do this. The inhabitants are not just going to be pirates. No, no. He doesn't want it to be predictable. He doesn't want it to be the exact same thing every time. So you're not going to have just hostiles in a derelict ship. You're not going to have just an empty ship. You're not going to have just hostiles in a ship. You're going to have people that you need to rescue. You're going to have people that are competing with you to get goods. But this is the point I'm getting at. There is something, and I don't think it's going to happen here. In this inhabited derelict ship sites, I don't think this is what's going to happen. But down the road, we're going to have alien content. Okay, there will be. They talked about having hostile aliens, and they're not talking about the sentient aliens. You know, they're not talking about the Banu or the Kurthak or the Vandal. That's not what he's talking about. He's talking about having some kind of alien threat, monster, uh, xenomorph, whatever you want to call it, on these ships. I don't think that's what this is going to be, but if so, that'd be really cool if we go into one of these ships and then some alien jumps out of a box. That would be cool. Okay, mission givers. June 30th is when they should be. During this section right here is the Evil Cadi dates. Mission givers. Now they talked about 2 mission givers. There's going to be more than 2 mission givers. Okay, and let me explain this. There's going to be 2 that you walk up, you talk to, and you meet, right? There's going to be 2 guys, that you walk up to, like in World of Warcraft or in like other games. They would have like little asterisks above their head or whatever. You're not going to, and question marks like that, but they're not going to have those icons. But you're going to walk up to somebody and talk to them. That's 2. But there's going to be other ways you can get missions, just like in Crusader right now. You've got the ICC probe. You've got the security guard post. You've got the what else? You've got, I'm losing my mind. Okay, ICC probe, security guard post. You got the PI mission. You've got the comma rays. I consider those to be missions, even though you didn't actually approach and talk to somebody. Right, you did with the ICC mission technically because you had to fly up to the probe to get those missions, but you didn't actually sit down in front of somebody and talk to them. There's going to be a ton of those types of missions. They're not just going to be the 2 mission givers. You're still going to have the ICC probes. You're still going to have the security guard posts. You're going to have cargo transport escort missions. You're going to have missions. What I'm trying to say is you're going to have missions where you're going to jump into your ship. Somebody's going to call you, and your little comm display is going to open up, bloop, and it's going to say, hey, we got this mission. You want to take it? Or it'll be on your Mobi-Glass where you'll see missions. Click on it and see if you can take it. You're going to have a ton of missions that are not actually from the givers. But when they're talking about these mission givers line right here, what they're talking about is their modeling, their motion capture, their the skinning and the detailing and the animations, all that's what this is talking about. But again, we'll get down here and we'll talk about them. Basic derelict ships. Okay, they've been working. You saw those. Those looked really good on that ATV, right? I mean, they showed the derelict ships. I thought that was really, really, really cool. Okay, so then debris fields finished. Right? They finished that May 26th. Debris fields have been finished. Okay, so we'll get back to that. Delamar Levski is a stretch goal. As I said, it's not one of the 3 moons, but they're going to put it in there because they really want to do that. They really want to put that Levski. Delamar is the planetoid, and Levski is the site. That's the zone that you'll land on and get in your buggy and drive around and stuff. Okay. Okay, so the moons. They had 3 moons. And right here, feature complete. They're done. They're ready to go. Surface outputs. The new moons will also have outposts. Done. Done. They've broken out the lighting tasks, as we just saw, and that should be done on the 26th. Mission givers. We're including Miles Eckhart. We've seen him already. And Ruto. Okay. That's 30th of June. It was the 9th. See, they stepped that back a little bit. And that's what they're talking about here is, and you might have already seen this on our ATV, but they have a flow chart, and it'll be based on like what's your reputation level is will determine what kind of a mission he gives you. Are you a good guy or are you a bad guy? Do you tend to succeed in your missions or do you tend to fail your missions? And there's going to be branches depending on what, and so some missions you'll only get if you're a failure and you're a fuck up. Some missions you're going to get only if you're like a good guy and you always win. You know, PS. All right, so we'll move on. Basic derelict ships. They're already finished. Done. Inhabited derelict ship sites. Here we go. This is one that's kind of exciting me. It says the ship artillery. Okay. These exploration rewards will appear to have been used as shelter by somebody rather than just being empty. They're still working on AI on the planet surface, so they will look lived in, but they'll be uninhabited for now. Okay, so instead of it just looking like a crash, it's going to look like a crash. There was a survivor, and he set up shop. So he's got like tarps laid out, and his bunk might be laid out in the dirt or something like that. Okay, debris fields complete. Did they say anything about debris fields? No. Okay, the stretch goal. We're adding the planet Delamar. It's really a planetoid because if you think about this, Delamar came from another system, and that planet was not a planet. It's a large asteroid in an asteroid field, and Levski was the mining outpost on that asteroid. So yeah, it's not really a planet. It's more like an asteroid, large planetoid. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so here's already complete in the branch. Modular room system for procedural generation of planetary outposts. So there's an official outpost spawning system ready for mission designers. That's not for us. That's not procedural. That's not like we fly into an area and then the base just builds itself. No, this is for them. It's tools for them to build missions faster for us, and they can just put them into the game so that we don't have to wait for them to, months on end for them to design and build a base from scratch. They'll have all these parts, and they can just take the parts and plug them in like Legos. Okay. Single outpost object preset, cluster of outposts, crash site mission. Crash site mission. Done. Interface to hand place modules and save the layer. Okay, interface, this is a tool for the designers. Interface to teleport the camera to the closest outpost. That's them, not us. Okay. Rooftop prop system working, in the solar panel, wall prop system working. This is all their design stuff. Like they've got this working. Material wear dirt on props, development outpost feet system, set random rotation, 3 possible map layouts, looping system. Color tinting, creative material distinction, group elements, heavy marine armor, new assets, explorer suit armor, heavy marine armor. That's going to be in 3.0. We'll see them. Cloth and clothing simulation on various assets. So our cloth is going to look like cloth, longer robes or whatever. You're going to see the motion, fabric. Helmet interiors and exteriors for the field of view. Okay, as you know, there is now going to be a field of view slider where you can actually be farther back in your cockpit, farther forward in your cockpit, and it's all, excuse me, it's going to affect the way your helmet looks. Because if your helmet's like this, right, and you can see out and you can see everything you need to see, if you take a deeper field of view, now you're only going to be able to see straight forward. You'll see the insides of your helmet. So what they've decided to do was make the helmets bigger so that when you do get a wider field of view, that helmet won't hinder you as much. But that's a really good way to prevent field of view from being abused, because there are some gamers out there that will take, hey, I've done it in MechWarrior. They'll take your field of view and you'll take it and you'll put it all the way back so that now you can see your entire battlefield on your monitor, you know, but they might be a little bit further away, but you'll be able to see more stuff. The problem that I had with the Atlas in MechWarrior was you had this one eyeball that you were looking at. It was a cockpit, right? And when you sit way back, that cockpit stays up there. So it actually narrowed my field of view because perspective. So when you look out the window, now you're looking like this, straight forward. But when I was up close to the window, I could actually see better this way. So we'll see how that works, because they're adjusting the helmet's view space. So we'll see how that works. Facial assets from 3 Lateral have already been delivered. Okay, perfect. Ships, new skinning and rigging tools, Constellation cargo bay elevator extensions. I guess it'll lower further. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Light group entity. Okay. Gameplay. Here we go. Was gameplay... Yeah, that's the next purple line right there. See, that was all just the first line. Persistent universe. Now we're in gameplay. Okay, pick up and carry. That's going to be done. Player manned turrets. Well, we already have player manned turrets, right? But they just suck. Atmospheric entry game code, finished. Operator seats, finished. Okay, when you say operator seats, you're like, what are you talking about? Well, your co-pilot, what does he do in the game? He doesn't really do anything. What does your engineer station do? Nothing. What is, you got all these places to sit and do things in your ship, but they do nothing. But they've worked on that. They've got them set up. They're good to go. Radar system. Looks like they finished that. The hint system. That was added just recently, wasn't it? And that's a new player experience. So when you are starting new in the game, and I don't know if you guys watch a lot of YouTube videos. You probably do, because you're on my channel and I'm on YouTube. But I've watched a few people's YouTube videos, specifically new players, because as a unit commander, the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, as a unit commander, I'm concerned how a new recruit perceives the game, right? So if I invite a friend and I say, hey, come join, just join us, or if I see a guy in the game and I say, hey, come join us, I want to see, and if he says, oh, I've been playing for like 2 days, and I've been, blah, blah, blah. These new players, now they struggle. They really struggle. They don't know where the F button does. They don't know how to scroll the wheel when they're buying equipment. They don't know how to move left and right. They don't know how to look up and down. They don't have a free look. They don't know how to do a whole lot of things. They don't know where to get their ship. They walk around Port Olisar like, what the hell, right? So they don't really know. And I sit back and I laugh. I'm not laughing at them, because it's not their fault that they don't know what's going on. It's no tutorial. There's no manual. There's no help, So who I'm laughing at is the overall situation and CIG, right? And them maybe a little bit. But so this hint system will be when they walk down the steps, or probably when they spawn in, it'll say, press W to walk forward, press S to stop, press A and D to right, left, and then when they go down the steps, it'll say, on a hint, walk up to a terminal, and when you see whatever, press F, and, or hopefully it'll say all that stuff. And I don't know how much of the hint level it is, but you can see that they spent a lot of time, almost 2 months, working on that thing. So it better be something worth a dang. Okay, light control, finished. Cargo game code is pink. I can't see it. Cargo game code engineering. That's going to be finished in like tomorrow. Okay. Um, Fuel, refuel. They reworked it. Done. Persistent damage, ammo, and missile count. That's really cool. In the fact that, imagine you guys have probably played Star Citizen right now, and you're probably jumping into the universe. You go on an ICC mission. You fly around. Some pirates shoot your ship up. You blow a wing off. You drop a bunch of missiles, and then your buddy says, "Oh, I'm logging out. My wife's calling me. I got to go eat." Right? And you're like, "Well, man, all my buddies are logged off. I'm going to go ahead and log off too." And you log off, right? You come back the very next day, or even 10 minutes later, you log in. Your ship's back full health. You've got all your missiles. Nothing's damaged. Guess what? That's not the way it's going to be anymore. You log out. You log back in. Your ship's still going to be broke. You're still going to be missing your missiles. Your fuel's going to be empty. Your magazines are going to be half empty because you've already shot up a bunch of stuff in first person. You know, you already used all your med pens. They're all gone, right? So there's going to be persistence in that expended munitions are all going to be gone. Damage you've taken is still going to be with you. You'll have to repair it. You'll have to heal. You'll have to buy new missiles. Where a lot of people today, they'll fire all their missiles, log out, log back in. They'll have all their missiles back. Okay. Can't wait for that. The problem with this, okay, there's going to be a problem with this mode. What if I am out there and I get a disconnect? You know, when I log back in, I'll still have all that stuff down. I guess that's not a problem. Because how are they going to know it's a disconnect or not? You know? So maybe it's not going to be a problem. Okay, but that's going to be a good thing. Rover and Dragonfly in ships. Rover and Dragonfly in ships. So that means I'm gonna be able to have my buggy in my constellation. I'm gonna have my Ursa rover in my Aquila, right? I'm excited because they really want to do that because of the planetary tech. You're gonna be able to land on a planet. You're gonna be able to drive around. You're gonna be able to buggy or Dragonfly motorbike around. So they want you to be able to do that, to be able to explore these planets without having to fly your ship around, even though everybody's going to fly their ship around. So I want to make sure you get those in your being able to carry them, because right now you can't carry that anywhere. Okay, power supply pipes. Okay, that's already finished. Commodities. Okay, who cares about commodities? Cargo transports, right? They're the only and pirates, I guess. So, oil. What is it? Ambrosia. Kryptonite. If you go in the TDD and you look at all the commodities, you got them all listed there. What's diamondium and what's another one? Unobtainium. You know, these are all as part of they're placeholders, but they're all in the commodities. I wonder how many commodities there's going to be. I don't know if you guys all play Traveler, but this game is based on the role-playing game called Traveler, or it has very close crossover similarities, and there is about 100 commodities, maybe more now that I think about it. 66, whatever 66 times 6 is, that's a lot. 360 something, 380, whatever. That's how many commodities are in Traveler, different commodities. And so if they have that many in Star Citizen, I'll be super excited, you know, because it'll have like recorded media, lumber, processed ore, iron, ferrous metals, even though you would think iron and ferrous metals would be the same thing. But then it'll say things like gems, communication crystals, robotic parts. You know, I could go on and on and on. And each one of those could be a commodity that you can carry. And everyone's going to have a different price. And for now, you're not going to see a whole lot of variation on. I think they're just going to throw the commodities in there and maybe only give us a couple of dozen just to give us a taste. But when the game goes live and there are 100 different systems, every planet is going to have a bunch of commodities that they sell, and they're going to have a bunch of commodities that they like to buy. Because they, like, let's say they're an agricultural planet, they're going to create a bunch of plants, they're going to create animals, they're going to create fertilizer, they're going to create all that kind of stuff, but they're going to need processed stuff. Like they might need iron, they might need steel, or things like that. So you could buy animals or meat or vegetables that are cheap, and then you would be able to sell steel or iron high. So you buy the. I mean, I got a lot of experience with this, with having played Traveler all my life. You buy low, sell high, right? So you buy the meat, you put it in your cargo hold, and you fly it over to this desert planet that has no animals, and they've got tons of factories or something, and then you sell them the meat, and you buy steel, and then you go back, and you go back and forth, and that is your personal trade run that you do. Now you can be a speculative trade where you buy the cargo yourself, put it in your cargo hold, transport it, and sell it yourself. That's called speculative trade. And then there is also something called freight. Freight is when you get paid to carry cargo. So you go someplace and somebody says, hey, if you carry this big box from here to there, I'll give you 5,000 credits. And you go, okay, let's do it. So then you grab the cargo, he paid you the 5,000 credits, and you carry it, or maybe you pay upon delivery, or whatever it is. And then, or half now, half then. I don't know how they're going to do that. You get there, you drop it off. That's different because you didn't have to buy the cargo at all. You just got paid to transport it. But then there's other times when you say, they're selling diamonds pretty cheap here. Let me buy those, put them in my cargo hold. Now you have to try to find a buyer. So you go to another planet and you go, do you want to buy diamonds? Hell no, they were too expensive. Okay, let's go to another planet. And that takes up cargo space because now you've got these diamonds just taking up space in your cargo hold. So there's a lot of, it's going to be exciting. I'm gonna like really like that. Okay, stamina. They're done with that. Stamina system, done. We've seen a video where they're running through a hangar and the guy passes out. That's not going to happen. That was testing. Man, there are some people out there that are like, oh man, if I run and I pass out, I'm just going to hate the game. Whatever, right? That was a freaking test, dude. Don't take it so serious. Why so serious? Okay, don't take it so serious. Plus, it wasn't just him running. He was trying to get to an air. He was trying to get to air because I think the air in the oxygen level was going down. And so that's why he passed out. Never mind. Stamina system. I'm going to like it. You're not going to see a lot of run and gunning. You're not going to see people running you're not going to see people just running all the time. Because they're going to stop and they're going to go, and then when they go to shoot, I don't know if you've ever tried. I used to be a long time ago. I was in the military, and I was on the Fort Campbell rifle team. Right, and we had to go to competitions, and I would shoot in competitions. And part of the competition was you had to run. Not far, 200 meters. It wasn't super far. You had to run, but it was timed. So it was like you and your competitors are here. They say go. They hit the stopwatch or whatever. You had to run up to a certain area, fire a certain number of rounds before the time ended. So you couldn't just walk up there, because if you walked up there, the time would be over. So you ran up there. And I'm telling you, when you get there, even if it's only 200 meters, you got your full combat load, and you've got a rifle 200 meters, and you're trying to beat the clock, which is, they don't give you any time. I think it was like 30 seconds. It wasn't a long time. You had to like haul ass 200 meters, and then you had to get into a nice tight firing position and fire off, I think it was only 10 rounds. It's not a whole lot of rounds, but I can tell you from experience, it messes with you, because you run and you're like, let me catch my breath before I take a shot. You know, I hope they do that. I hope that stamina system does that. Oh, man, that would be immersive for me. If I had to hurry and rush somewhere, and then I go like this, I'm doing this number, I'm gonna dig that. Okay, doors and airlocks. They had to do the new doors and airlocks, because why? The air system. They're not gonna fake it. They're not gonna have you walk up to a door, the door opens, you go in, they play an animation, the air cycles through, and then the door opens, you go outside. They're not going to do that anymore. They're going to have air on the inside, you go up to the door, when it opens, air will balance between the airlock and where you're at. You will go into the airlock, they will suck all the air out, and then they'll open it up so you can go outside. If you don't have air, you die. Okay. I'm going to be excited about that as well, because you might or might not have seen people are they're cool about. I mean, it's cool that they did that, but they would go up to a door and they would deliberately try to glitch through the door, and then they would glitch through the door, and they wouldn't die because they would be outside in a baseball cap. Ship conversion part 1. Okay, there's going to be multiple, and then there's item 2 conversion part 2. So there's basically just taking all the ships. And they said they have to get all the ships into item 2.0 for it to work in this new system. That's a lot of ships. They got a lot of ships they got to get to 2.0. Hopefully they've been working on that for a long time. Okay. Kiosk game code engineering. Okay, kiosk game code. I don't think it's just the summoning your ship kiosk. It's going to be all. You saw the one kiosk where you're getting cargo manifest, looked like a Pip-Boy from Fallout, which I thought was stupid. I'm going to be honest with you. I liked the fact that it was different, and I don't mind the fact that you go retro. I don't mind retro, and I even don't mind the noise it makes. But there's got to be a reason why it's gone retro. Or, if you got to push buttons instead of a digital display, I'm okay with that. If you got to turn knobs or flick switches, I'm okay with that. But when you got these little animated, pixelized, I don't know, I'm just going to say I got mixed feelings about it. Quantum Drive. That's done. Should be done. Insurance. Okay, insurance. We could go all night about insurance, but I'm not going to talk about that. But it looks like they're almost finished with that. The 23rd looks like when they were going to finish with that, and that's only a week away. Inventory system game code. Okay, so that's like when you buy and sell that commodities, they'll be able to put it on your inventory, either your inventory on your body or inventory on your ship. IFCS performance improvements, they're going to always have that. That's going to, even when the game goes live, they're still going to be doing that. Repair restock system adjustment for persistence. That's cool. Okay, moving on. Let's talk about it. Man turrets, done. Pick up and carry. Almost done. Interacting with cargo that's in 0G. They need to fix that, is what they're saying. 2.0, done. Part 1. Part 2, the 23rd. That's only a few days from now. So that's the ship conversion. Now, item 2.0 operator seats, done. Radar system, done. Light control system, done. Fuel, done. Power supply, done. Quantum drive, done. All that's done. Insurance, only a couple of days. It'll be the alpha version of the insurance. When the current ship becomes damaged beyond repair, it'll be able to request a replacement ship with a basic loadout from the insurance provider. Changes to netcode. Okay. Stamina. Done. But they still have to iterate on it once they see how it works in the game. Doors and airlocks. I just talked about that. It'll be done in just a couple of days. Cargo. Done tomorrow. We'll see. Commodities bought at the kiosk will be transportable in the cargo holds of vehicles to be sold on another location. Sweet. Then commodities. How many? Doesn't say how many of them, but that'll be done in just a few days. Kiosk support. Okay. Atmosphere entry support. Okay, that's actually going from orbit into the atmosphere. Done. Persistent damage ammo and missiles. Done. Repair. Code complete, but they're bug fixing. Okay. Inventory system support. Whoa, that says it. ETA 16th of June. That should be done. Rover, Dragonfly. Almost done. Feature complete, but they're always going to be patching that. Hint system. End of the month. So this says the 30th. This says the 30th, but it will be in 3.0. I guess they'll still be working on it. It's just going to be the first iteration. Remember to hold all your questions till the end. Okay, already complete in 3.0. Crusader converted to object container setup. Perfect. Mega map for persistent universe. And revamp of the power plants and shield generators and coolers. All right, because of item 2.0. Next category, core tech. Planetary tech, solar system tool. That's not something for us. That's the developers dealing with that. Unity update component schedule. Entity update component schedule. We'll have to look at that at the bottom. Event owner manager. That all sounds like the component system, core tech. Feature complete, 30th, the 12th. That was passed. Okay. Already complete 3.0 branch. New radar. That's going to be important because if new radar is finished, then how is that going? How are we going to detect other ships? It's not just going to be an automatic thing. It's not just, so maybe their cross section will matter. Maybe their who knows? Maybe their stealth will matter. Performance issue improvements, grids, IFCS, HUD visor integration, object distribution, terrain object bending, video codec, updated to Bink 2. Higher fidelity, lower bitrate. Okay. Skeleton extension, numerous types of physics simulations, destructible components, nested physics grids. Okay, this is all really cool. Updated sandbox editor, but this is all dev stuff. New light controller, dynamic physics grid, texture memory, massive improvement to level of display, computation, shared hair. Shared hair assets instead of bespoke assets per head. Now, I want to say something. This word bespoke, this is something off the wall. It's a real word, but I don't hear that word ever used anywhere except for Star Citizen. You don't ever hear it. No other game company, no other person in my circle of friends, at work, reading books. You don't hear that word bespoke except for Star Citizen. And what? You hear it in every sentence. It seems like I hear that word bespoke all the time. Okay, animated facial assets. Okay, reworked mesh, unified helmet and character, various portal and calling improvements, legacy text. Okay, depreciated 1,000 legacy test assets. Okay, whatever. Automated there. Updated all assets. Several. Okay, so that's all a bunch of blah blah blah. Get down here, UI, important. Vehicle Customizer app. Okay, what they're talking about there is on your mobiGlas, you'll be able to modify your ship instead of, well, right now, I guess, if it's in the hangar, you click on it, I guess another app appears. It's going to be a variation of that. So I think it's supposed to be part of your mobiGlas. Star Map app. When it talks about an app, they're usually talking about what's on your mobiGlas. And a star map app on your, that's a hard thing to say, star map app. On your mobiGlas, that's going to be cool. I'm going to be just standing there in the middle of Port Olisar and I can pull up the star map. That's going to be exciting. Item 2.0, yay, kiosk. We already went over this. Field of view slider, yep, we talked about that already. Heavy. Okay. Com system UI. UI owner component for items. Personal, I don't think that's personal. I think that's personnel. Should be an E, right? Not personal manager. I think it's personnel manager. Because you can have like AI crew and stuff like that. Cargo manifest app. But we'll see what it says in details below. Mission board app. Mission manager app. mobiGlas overhaul. It definitely looks better. I like the way the mobiGlas looks with it being rounded and it scrolls around this way and then you got these buttons. I think it's pretty cool. You'll have to look at it in the video. Ship selector and insurance claim app. Okay. Character customization. Yep, we're going to actually get a chance to customize our characters. That's going to be kind of cool. It's going to be limited. It's going to be basic, but at least it's going to give us a taste of what it's going to be like. Inventory system. Okay, we talked about that. UI 2.0 field of view slider. We talked about it. Character customization. It looks like the ETA is the 4th of July, which means after 3.0. Isn't that what that means? Yeah, it says players will now be able to customize the character's heads, eyes, hair color, skin color. Delayed due to additional work. Okay. No, I guess that's personal manager. I guess it's yourself. It's not personnel. Because you modify your own inventory and customize yourself. So, mission manager, done. Cargo manager, well, doesn't say done, but 21st. After buying items at the kiosk, yeah, you can move your vehicle customizer, right? Ship selector, right? Heavy. That's what it was. Heavy. Heavy armor for Star Marine, complete. Inventory system, right? Mission board app. Yep. Star map app. Here we go. Star map app. I don't like that. Star map widget might be better. Okay. After recent review, additional art and engineering tasks have been called out to ensure the star map is as polished as it can be for 3.0. Okay. Feature complete, comms. We're not really going to talk about the comms system, even though there is going to be the new flight control, what do they call it? The tower, where it's going to tell you where you have to land. You just can't fly in and land. Okay. AI. There's only two things: mission system AI and turrets. And it looks like the turrets are almost finished, and the mission system AI, maybe they need a little extra time on that. Bug fixing issues for missions. They don't want the AI turrets to be better than players. They don't want, and currently they were better than players. You turn them on, they always hit. They always, like you turn it on, the guns go, and done. Your ship's done. They don't want that. They want it to be good, but not better than a player. Okay. Graphics. Render to texture. That's cool. And render to texture is when you can, let me try to explain this. You'll have a texture on something like your skin, your armor, you'll have a texture on your visor, you'll have a texture hypothetically clear texture floating above your wrist, like on a mobiGlas, and they will be able to take something, words, text, pictures, and be able to put it onto that. So you can put it on your mobiGlas, or you can put it on your shoulder, you can put it on your visor, you can put it on your screen inside your ship. That's cool. Probe capture. Live environment probe capture. I'm really not sure what that is. Okay. Engine trails and contrails. They could have delayed that. They could have just said, we'll work on that later, but they decided to do it now. I don't know. I'm not super excited about it. Some people are. Yeah, I don't really care about my contrails. I know that's something important, but I would like to have more other features finished first. But that's my personal thing. That's my personal hang-up. Whatever. Volumetric fog. We've already seen that. Looks good. You get inside the fog, you turn your light on, everything right here is blinding you. You can't see anything out there. You turn your light off, now you can see, you know, and then you got, if somebody walked by, you would be able to see like this shadow walk by. You know, I think it looks pretty cool. GPU, I'm going to have to look to see what that's talking about because, and I hope they implement that in 3.0. It looks like it's finished. So, because right now, most of your processing is done on your CPU. Okay, expose your asteroid physics. That was finished. And atmospheric entry graphics are finished. Let's talk render to texture. Okay, environment probe. This is when I was kind of confused. There's a lot of bouncing, lighting, reflections. Oh, okay. It's like how to light the environment. Okay. And that's done. Atmospheric entry, done. Volumetric fog, it's done. It says ETA 9th of June. Guess what? It is the 18th. GPU particles. Feature complete. Sweet. Okay. Build issues, envelopment, yep. Asteroid physics. Okay, some kind of GPU crashes. What is this? There's been a slight delay in the start of this feature as it was consequently pushed out to the end date. The delay was due to the graphics team integrating a new piece of debugging software that helped the team investigate GPU crashes. Okay. Exposure improvements. Space station just off screen. Okay. Already complete. Render to target. Physical based area lights. Shadow map. Revamp decal rendering. I hope that organizations like mine and others, the members will be able to put like a decal on their ship or a decal on their uniform of like our squadron logo or something like that. That would be cool. I hope that happens. Okay, back end. It looks like most of it's complete. The solar system shop service, done. The diffusion subset for 3.0 is done. And the solar system mission service version 1, the mission broker, looks like it'll be finished in the middle of Evocati. Okay. Okay, what missions are being offered at various locations and at what price? I don't think what they're talking about when it says price, I don't think they're talking about like how many alpha UEC or how much, you know, that's not what they're talking about. What they're talking about is how many assets they have to dedicate to that, and they should call it, you know, at what, I guess it's cost to the system, not price. I don't know. You'll see what matches in the area based upon hints provided by the back-end simulation rule. I don't know. We're making further improvements to the mission broker and how it ties the mission system to further aid the player experience. Okay, well, we'll see that, I guess. New message queues. Okay. Messages, physics, specialization. All that looks like it's going to be done real soon. Ship weapons. That all is done. All this is done. The Dragonfly, the Cutlass Black, the Aquila. Aquila was done a long time ago. Ursa Rover, done. Prospector, done. P8SC, way done. Railgun, done. The Gallant Rifle rework, done. Arrowhead Sniper rework, done. Devastator rework, done. All of that is done. Feature complete. Complete, 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 complete. Okay, the Apocalypse Armed Scourge Railgun. That's got to be done. It says the 9th. It's done. Clausen Werner Gallant Rifle. That one I'm waiting for. Done. Arrowhead and the Devastator. Done. Okay, so, whoa. Ships and weapons. Okay, here we are. Okay, now I will go to download this and we will take a look at this here in just a second. But before I do that, I wanted to kind of look at what 3.0 Modular Space Station Truck Stop is going to be 3.1. Arc Core 3.1. Elevators. Service beacons. Service beacons, that's 3.1. Parties and orgs. Spectrum integration in game, 3.1. Okay. Anything important on here? No. Some people would say the cutlasses are important. I'm saying no. Some people will say the terrapin's important. I say no. Vanguard important? No. The Hull C important? It probably would be a little bit with cargo transport. Okay, 3.2. Microtech, that's the one I was talking about earlier. Okay, they're saying they're going to put Crusader, Hurston, and Microtech all in 3.2. Okay. Some new ammo types, that's cool too. Drones, that's cool. Drowning. Looting. Okay. What else? Cargo. A new version of cargo. What that probably means is more things to buy and sell. Breaching. Ship-to-ship refuel. Okay, when they talk about gas giant tech, what are they talking about? They're talking about taking your ship, flying it through the atmosphere of a gas giant, and collecting up that fuel and processing it, making your own fuel. Either like with a Starfarer, making it for resale or in bulk, or your own personal ship. Star Map version 2. And then what else are they going to have? Nothing important. Yep, nothing important in that patch. That's my personal opinion. All right, so let's go to here. Okay, can you read that? I know you can't. So here we go. Let's zoom. Oh, yep, let's get it so that we can read this. Okay, there, I can read that. All right, and basically you'll recognize a lot of this from the 3.0. And if you take a line from about right here, you can kind of see how the gaps are right through here. This is when 3.0 is supposed to be released, which is the beginning of July. Beginning of July is when 3.0 is going to be released. So all this stuff over here should be included in 3.0. 3.2, take a line down through September or so, and this will all be in 3.1, which would be ship damage, in-game chat, spectrum, the knife melee, right there, knife melee. Sweet. I'm just going to kind of look through here, and you can kind of look yourself, but I've got my own personal opinions on what is important to me and what's not. Service beacon, definitely, because as the squadron right there, the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron, we're going to rely on service beacons of people calling for help. People saying, I'm being attacked by pirates, I need the 1st Naval Aerospace Squadron to come rescue me. And we're the ones that are going to be taking those missions. We will gladly accept rescue missions If you need to be picked up because your ship blew up and you need transport somewhere, we're there to help you out. If you need to hire us to escort you from point A to point B, we're there to help you out. So service beacons, being hired by other players, is going to be a big part of our gameplay. So that's super important for us. Knockdown and knockbacks. Okay, let's think about this. Knockdown and knockbacks. A grenade knocked me down or made me fly back a little bit. Cool. You shoot me with a rail gun, I'm probably going to be knocked back. If you've got Titan armor and you smack me, I'm probably going to get knocked back. Okay, so that's all important. Okay, room system, that allows the transfer of all the air or non-air. Recovery missions, like go get that box and bring it back. Okay. Takedown, front, sides, and rear. Well, we've seen that. Okay. Piracy missions. Okay, you see where the piracy mission is located, right? That implies to me that there's no piracy missions in 3.0. Okay? If version 1 of piracy mission is in 3.1, there's no piracy missions in 3.0. Just throwing that out there. Parties and groups. Not sure what that is. Okay. Open container. Yeah. Tools. No, who cares? Armor components. Okay, that's being able to break all your armor down. I got like a heavy chest plate, but I got light legs. I got no gloves or whatever. Ship breaking. Security access control. That's kind of important right there. That is where you can lock your ship. That's 3.1. That's where you can lock your ship. You can give permission to someone else to get into your ship, give your ship over to someone else. Basically, you'll have more control over who is in possession of that ship. Patrol missions, version 1. Okay, that tells me that there's not going to be any patrol missions in 3.0. But right here, it says Planetary FPS Ambush Mission version 2. So that does tell me that version 1 would be in 3.0. Okay, continuing on down. I'm just reading between the lines here. Okay, bringing this down. Serialized variables, that's continue. We just saw a video on that. What is this? Gas cloud? Okay, they're going to be working on that for a while, it looks like. Okay, GPU particle part 2. They're going to be working on that for a while. So that probably won't actually come out until 3.2. Because 3.2 is going to be over here somewhere. I don't see. Okay, this right here. Jobification of network rights. Okay. Okay. Neutron repeaters module sets. Plasma beam modular sets. Here we go. Heavy machine gun. That's right. Get your 50 cal out. No, it's actually probably, it's based on what I've seen, it's not a 50 cal. It's like an M60. It's a man portable heavy machine gun. It's a more like, I would call it a medium machine gun, like a bipod mounted machine gun. You got it out. It's not a chain gun. If you've seen pictures of it, it's not a chain gun. It's a machine gun. Okay, and then you got the electron beam modular sets. Okay, that's for ships. Crossbow. That's been a stretch goal ever since the tie-in between the two games. Something of the Avatar, right? Something of the Avatar. Whoops, what did I do? I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Whew. Okay. Maxter, Centio, blah, 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 Mustang, and Hurston. Microtech. So Hurston's going to be done way before Microtech, and Crusader's right in there. Banu Merchantman. There's my Carrack. Of course, it's all the way on the right. Right? We got, it looks like they're going to start work on that. Wait, what? They changed their date. That date's wrong. It says June 11th. 8. Okay, if I go 8, 5. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's November 6th. I don't know. They messed up their dates. They did a flip on me. But yeah, it's not going to start it until November, and it won't be done with it until May. So I've got a long ways to wait for my Carrack. Dang it. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the... Okay, when was it updated? 6/9. That's what I was looking for. Okay, 1 week ago. So it looks like they updated 9 days ago? Okay. So it hasn't been updated this week. Okay, guys, so if you have any questions, feel free to jump on there and talk to me. I see that we've got a few people in chat right now. Hopefully you saw this whole thing from the beginning and heard my rant on certain topics. But if you want to say anything, have any questions, comments, feel free to jump in there and share them with me. I'll give you a few seconds to hear my comment here because it's like a 30-second delay. And I made this coffee an hour ago and I haven't even taken a sip of it. So I see John Doe, Zethity, Marshmallow, Remus, Maestrom. Paint jobs. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. Paint jobs will be a thing. Give me a second here. It's a very good question. Why is my thing zoomed in? Because I couldn't see anything, that's why. I wonder if I can get into a gallery. Yep, module not available. Dang, really? Okay. Yeah, we haven't updated our website. But there are paint jobs. There's a whole video, one of the ATVs where they show a bunch, like 20 different paint jobs for different ships. Now these paint jobs are pre-made, if you want to call it that. Basically, they'll take a ship, right? Okay, they'll take a ship, not like this one here, but they'll take a ship, and they will say, well, the racing stripes should go here, the tail should be a different color, and then you don't get total control over it. You'll be able to say, okay, well, the racing stripe, I want it to be yellow. The body, I want it to be blue. I want the tail to be green. And that'll be fine, because they will have those certain areas already predetermined what can be changed and what can't be changed. And they will have like an infinite number of colors because it's just a hex code. So you might have like a circle, with all the different colors in the rainbow in the circle, and you just drag and find the color you want that section to be. I would love it to be where you could just say, I want the left side to be green, the right side to be blue, or something like that. But they don't want people to be able to draw on their ships, because then you'll see a bunch of dick butts, and they don't want to see that. You know what I mean. Things like that happen. What else? Any other questions? I'm super excited about maybe possibly having decals, like a have a big roster of decals that you can choose from. Like I can put a skull on there, or I can put a pirate symbol or a UEE symbol, or maybe just a number. You know, a bunch of numbers would be cool. Or if I could do that and then place those where I want, kind of like the way War Thunder does theirs, that would be pretty cool too. I would be excited about that as well. And then I could take maybe a couple of different decals if they let you, and then overlap them and layer them, and that way you can make your own symbols. That would be cool. But I don't think they've thought really that far into it yet. That's probably another year down the road. All right, good question, Mestrum. Mestarian. I don't know. I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry. Any other questions? I'm going to bring Parasite up on the chat as well because he's on our Discord. I might just bring him up. He's our XO. Do they have a release date? I've been waiting to get this game to see if it actually makes it out of alpha. No. There's not a release date. Let me look into my crystal ball. And where's my crystal ball? Let me pull my crystal ball out and let me look into the future and see what is going to happen. Okay, I suspect that, and this is just me putting things kind of together, looking at the background, hearing what's going on in the office, stuff like that. I think that close to the end, and this is being kind of a realistic, I think they're going to wait until the holidays to announce Squadron 42. Not release it, announce it. They're going to announce Squadron 42, not during Gamescom, not during CitizenCon, maybe the holiday live stream. And not just the holiday live stream. Yeah, Zepti, go ahead, man. It's one NAS. You should be able to find it. First Naval Aerospace Squadron. Should be no problem to find it. If you go to our website, it should have a link to our Discord on there as well. Okay, sorry. Let me back up. So they what you call it? They lost my train of thought. Sorry. They're going to announce Squadron 42, not release it. They're going to say, you've seen movies and games, how they say things like, hey, Squadron 42, or they say like, I don't know, Star Trek coming June next year, or something like that, right? I think that's what they're going to do with Squadron 42. They're going to say, we got this new game, it's coming out, it's going to be out summer of 2018. Okay. Not giving any specific date, but just say summer. And they're going to have a bunch of trailers. They're going to have a bunch of hype built up about it, some videos, and they say it's going to be the next thing since sliced bread, right? Okay. That's not Star Citizen. That's only Squadron 42. That is the single-player experience. That is the game like Call of Duty that you go on missions and stuff like that. You already know that. And then from there, they're going to go on and push out Squadron 42, get it fixed, get it finished, and release it as soon as they can, but it'll happen in the summer. And that whole time, that 6 months lead up time, will be a bunch of TV ads, a bunch of promotional time period. You know, they're going to be pushing it, putting it in magazines, maybe having some interviews on a bunch of different news channels or whatever. To whatever their promotional ability is going to be. So I expect mid 2018 for Squadron 42. Yes, Squadron 42 is the storyline. Squadron 42 is the single player experience. That's the game with Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, John Rhys Davies, all the different. Here, got Gary Oldman in there. You got Mark Hamill, and then you got all these other people that are in main actors that are actually the storyline, right? And that is Squadron 42, which is not the MMO version of the game. That's Star Citizen, and that will come out probably a year after Squadron 42 comes out. Maybe 2. But do they have a release date? No. Are they still in alpha? Yeah. They still got to get to beta. Yeah, 3.0, you saw, if you might have jumped in late on the video, but July 21st is the aim date for 3.0. Absolutely. Yeah. Where's he at? Right there, Liam Cunningham. Yeah, he's whoops. Okay. Yeah, he's Game of Thrones. Nightblade, I disagree with you on that one. About the if it does come out in 2020, then I would be very impressed, not shocked, because let's just take a game like, I don't know, Destiny. I just pull a game out of our butt. Let's say Destiny, right? Destiny took 8 years to develop. Nope, better yet, let's not. Let's talk about that new game, the newish game. Damn, what's that game called? Fallout 4. How many years was that? 8 years? Yeah. And how many people do they have working on that project? 800 people were 800 people were working on Fallout 4. The first 2 years, Star Citizen, and it's only single player, exactly. And how many years did Star Citizen only have less than 100 people working on it? 2 years. Currently, they've only got like 400 people working on the game. If they get out in 2020, then I would say that's like I would say that was a remarkable feat of programming. Yeah, so and this game is going to be way bigger than any other game that you've ever seen. So you can't really, like what Peter's saying is you can't really compare the games. Let's take a game like World of Warcraft, right? World of Warcraft is an MMO. It's huge. It's got millions of players. It's a huge game, right? But their graphics level is not anywhere near what Star Citizen is at, and it's still not as big as what Star Citizen's going to be. I mean, player base wise, sure, it's probably going to have more players than Star Citizen, because there's more people into fantasy than there are into sci-fi. That's just the way it is. But and there's more people into MMO style clicker games, and they're not really into first person games. They're not into flight sims. So by being a flight sim, first person shooter, and sci-fi, it kind of takes the mainstream aspect of Star Citizen away, right? But there's still a ton of people that want to play this. but the world, I'm talking about the world, not the players, the universe is so much bigger than World of Warcraft. And Elite Dangerous. Is that okay, Ed? Right. Elite Dangerous, yeah, it's got some advantages. Elite Dangerous has been um, Elite Dangerous is also a big studio. Also, which version of Elite is Elite Dangerous? Is it like their 5th game? It's not their first game, right? They had Elite, Elite 2, Elite 3, Elite 4. I think Elite Dangerous is their 5th game, I think. But I haven't followed Elite Dangerous in a long time. That's right. That's right, Snow. Elite Dangerous has got too much of the... Well, I don't mind smoke and mirrors as long... Like in Squadron 42, there's probably going to be quite a bit of smoke and mirrors, but I like the fact that there's no cutscenes and it's all rendered in game and all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get my Squadron XO on, and we might do something, or he's probably wanting to do something else, but let's see what he's up to. Just give me a second. Let me jump on that channel with him. I see Goosebelly is on. Parasite, what's up?
Hey, Mr. E, how you doing?
I'm good. I've got a live stream going on where I was answering questions about 3.0, and I saw that you were on, so I said, I'm going to come over and say hi.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
Not a whole lot. Hang on. Going back to my headset. Can you still hear me?
No.
Oh, great. Okay.
How could I have answered if I couldn't hear you?
Oh, all right. No, I'm still hearing you on the speakers.
Yeah, that's because I'm everywhere.
You are. You are. But I was just doing the update just now, or I was trying anyway. But I think it's the PTU, right?
What update?
I thought you said something about an update or something in Discord.
I did.
I thought you did.
No.
Okay. Can I hear? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
There should not be any update.
You're right. There isn't.
Yeah, I know there's not. Give it about a month, and then there'll be an update. Actually, they say like the 21st.
Oh, really?
Of next month.
Cool.
Yeah.
I see Grubblicious just chimed in there, and Goosebelly, and
Yeah, I think Goosebelly is.
he's brand new.
Well, I mean, he's on the chat. He was in
Yeah.
the live stream. I think my body
Yeah.
is ready for 3.0. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he said my body's ready for 3.0, and I was almost gonna say, but is the spirit willing? But I decided not to.
Okay. Yeah. What's Grubblicious up to? I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in quite a while. Well, he lives around where you're at, right?
If Australia is close to Tennessee, he does.
Oh, I didn't know he was Australian. Who's the guy that lives close to you?
That's Rogue.
Rogue. Okay.
Yeah, Rogue lives right down the street from me, actually.
Okay. I couldn't remember. All right.
Yeah. And next Saturday, we should have a Bar Citizen down here. Bar Citizen in Nashville, Tennessee.
Wow.
Yep, next weekend.
Well, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, Peter says. he would know if there was a patch.
Okay.
Yeah. I wish I could grab him and drag him. It won't let me do that.
Yeah. They got to do that for Discord so that way when you're on live, you can just pull everybody into Discord.
That's right. I should just block him. No. There.
Oh no.
Changed his name. Oh my gosh.
So how have you been?
I've been okay.
Yeah, I was just on
Okay, now he just popped in finally. There he goes. Took a hint. Yeah, that's right. You took the hint. I'm live streaming right now. I was just answering a bunch of questions about 3.0. I just finished a deep dive into the 3.0 schedule where I was talking about each of the different bullet points. And now we're basically just chatting with the community and answering questions that they might have. If anybody out there had any Star Citizen questions or anything about the Squadron or anything, we were happy to answer. So, do you say you just finished building your system?
Yeah, I've got those like cockpits, like the driving simulator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got one of those. And I've just been slowly getting bit by bit, like the desk, and then I've been adding my extra screen and setting up the keyboard and mouse platform. I've got to buy a bit of steel to move out the keyboard and mouse swivel about 2 to 3 inches out. So then when I move it out of the way,
right,
flip my HOTAS system over, I won't be hitting the
table.
The strut. Yeah, the strut for the table.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty cool. If you look up Star Citizen Flight Simulator, you can see a fella. He's got something similar to what I have, but that's what I'm trying to build off. But that's exactly what I've got. So it's got like a racing seat.
Goose, if you're on, hang on just a second. I'm sorry. Hey, Goose, if you're still watching the live stream, you're more than welcome to jump in over here with us in the chat on the left side.
Like a change my name to Dude.
Yeah, and I don't know if I misspelled it when I was putting it back. Can you just right-click yourself and change nickname?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I messed you up. Okay, what's Peter saying?
Dude, where's Dude?
Well, Peter, yeah, I mean, there's the star map and there is Spectrum. Yeah. I usually don't jump into that because Spectrum's a whole nother ball of wax, a whole nother level of complexity, and the star map is just super cool, but it usually makes way too much noise.
I can see that we're slowly moving everything over. Like all our forums have gone over Spectrum, which is pretty cool. I actually like Spectrum. Looks all spacey and futuristic and looks good.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I don't like Spectrum.
You don't?
I do not like Spectrum. It is... There's... Let me start this off by saying I don't like forums.
Oh, okay.
Right? In the overall scheme of things. I love bulletin boards, message boards, letting your group or organization know things. I like there's Goose. I like knowing, putting stuff on a forum if you're asking questions or getting a response from the developer, but just a forum to put out general junk information or to ask stupid questions to the community like, what's your favorite ship? I mean, really, dudes, do you really need to ask that stupid question on the forums? No, you don't need to ask that question. Like, there's that, which one would you like? Which one would you marry? Whatever. you know.
True.
Yo, how's it going?
Hey, what you up to?
Not much. I found you searched around YouTube, probably based off of my recent searches of Star Citizen. So.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm here in Ohio.
Ohio. Okay.
Yeah.
That's not too far.
Jeez.
I'm in Tennessee, so.
Sounds like I'm the only Australian.
Yeah, you're a special snowflake. No. Well, you see that guy right there, Atomic Derp?
Yeah.
He's Australian.
Oh yeah, I remember. I think he's from Sydney.
I
Sydney or
don't
something like that.
I don't know states. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I think Sydney's not a state.
I
It's a
know.
city.
I know. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I was saying
thanks.
there in chat.
Could be worse. Yeah, true. I could be Tasmanian.
There's
Or,
well, now that Amazon's around, are you getting better FPS?
I've actually really been in that much because I've been so freaking busy with work and I've
Yeah.
got a kid on the way and all that type of stuff. So
That's no excuse.
what, having a kid and all that type of stuff?
Yeah, that just call in from work. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I try to jump on and keep up to date with everything.
Yeah. And Tony, yes, we are going to have voice in the persistent universe. Spectrum, eventually. I'm answering questions in the stream as well. And Tony asks, are we going to have voice in the PU? And the answer is yes. It is going to be Spectrum, and you're going to have like team chat, like Discord, where you can talk with all your buddies and stuff like that. But also, they're going to tie it in with your character eventually in the game, where when you're talking, the sound actually comes out of your character in the game as well.
Oh,
Pretty dope.
Yeah, that's going to be.
Pretty wild.
Yeah, so that way, if you run into somebody that's not in your org or not on your chat or whatever, you can holler at people and say, "Hey, you over there," and then they will hear you, and that's cool. That's super cool. But is that going to be this year? Probably not. Who knows? I mean, those guys in Canada, they know what they're doing.
Oh, Canada.
Yeah.
I don't even know that.
Well, that sounds like the anthem.
Yeah.
The start of it,
The
anyway.
Australian one's even funny.
Yeah.
What the Australian one is A. Oi, oi,
What?
oi.
Boy, see, I love how people, they say like shrimp on the barbie.
Yeah, the bobbies. Yeah.
Yeah, but we don't say that. We
Yeah.
don't say, "Oi."
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
You call
Yeah.
this a knife?
Yeah, it's gotta be a knife. It's gotta be an N-O-I-F, a knife.
Like how do but you guys say vehicles. Vehicles.
Yeah,
It makes
vehicle.
sense of, it's vehicle. Car. Do you know what a car is? You guys go car. Have you seen my car?
Guess what? How do you spell it?
What? C-A-R.
There's an R in it, right?
Yeah, but
It's car, not car. That's C-A.
Yeah, but that's how Australians say it.
Us-
Car.
Yeah, I know. We have Bostonians that say it like that too.
Yeah. And we also have, or if you're from Philadelphia,
They say
New
car.
Jersey. Yeah. What about New Jersey, New York?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Eh,
New Yorkers will say "ka"
Yeah,
sometimes.
that's right. That's right. And ba.
Ah,
Anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
The bar.
Yeah. I don't overemphasize the R.
Oh, and guy, okay, I'm not gonna attack anyone, but your guys' beer is shit. It's like water. It's disgusting. You guys need to have a good old 4X or something like that, you know?
Oh, well that's okay because I drink watered down everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like my coffee, I add water to it.
Yeah, I was talking to one of the guys at work, and he went over to America. Oh, geez, I don't know how long.
That's America. No.
America.
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 America. Yeah, right, whatever.
And he said that the coffee, like he went to one of those bars. No, not bars. I mean the what do you call it? You guys have that 24/7 diners. Well, he went and had that. Oh, it's something like that. I don't really know. He said some. I can't remember the name of it, but he goes. They come and pour the coffee in, and he asks for milk. And you should, like he said, the look on this waiter's face was like, "Why do you need milk?" Because suppose you guys have like a powdered milk that you add to it, because supposedly the coffee is like at a warm temperature. So
Well, we've got both. We got like a powdered creamer,
yeah,
and you can get liquid cream, or you can get. I guess people don't really add milk to coffee, but you can. I don't see a problem with that.
See, in Australia.
Yeah.
But in Australia, you add you'll add your coffee. You'll fill it up with milk, get it to the perfect temperature. You add your sugar, and off you go. And he said that every time he'll get the ratio perfect. Because suppose you guys, when your cup's almost empty, they come and fill it up for you.
Yeah.
Like they always like the cups full. Well, he said it was a fucking. He said it was a bastard because every time you get it perfect to milk to coffee ratio, they'll come over and just fill it up.
Right.
So it screws up the ratio.
Right.
But he said the bacon. Suppose your guys' bacon is perfectly thin, crispy, just perfect.
Well, tell him next time to come to Vegas.
One day.
He'll get perfect food then.
Oh, he said them food
Perfect
was amazing.
food, perfect coffee, And if he really gets hard up, he can go to Starbucks.
Oh my gosh. I don't eat it or drink at Starbucks. Overpriced.
So we have Starbucks in Australia, but we don't have it in we have in the big capitals, like Melbourne and Sydney and things like that.
Right. Right.
But we don't have it in Cairns. Like I'm from Cairns, so that's like the Northern Territory. Not
Right.
Northern Territory. I mean, sorry, Queensland.
Right.
So we're up at the northern. We're up at North Queensland, so we're above. So we're just like some little tropical spot where we don't really have Starbucks or anything like that, which sucks. Starbucks is really
That just means you have to move to Perth.
fuck that. No way. No. Perth is like Perth,
San Diego down under.
pretty much, yeah. It's like shit. Like you have to have a car anywhere. You know what I mean? Like you can't just walk anywhere.
Is Tim Hortons just a America-Canada thing, or are they outside those countries also? You guys don't have them in Australia, do you?
Have what?
Tim Hortons. It's like a
What's that?
coffee shop also.
No.
It's like a Starbucks, but they serve better sandwiches also.
Okay, so we don't really have much in regards to American influence, food wise. We have a 7-Eleven, but we really don't have how you guys got Wendy's and other things like that. We don't have the three main fast food restaurants are McDonald's, Hungry Jack's, and what's the other one? And KFC. But then we have things like Subway. They're pretty much the main ones that we have. But other than that, we don't have, Wendy's, Five Guys, whatever you call it. That burger place. Yeah, we don't really have any of the big fast food, and over here it's quite expensive. Like a meal, like for example, like McDonald's, right? So a meal, say a Big Mac meal, large, which is your like medium or small, whatever, it comes to like $13.
Jesus.
So like fast food's quite expensive over here. Like how much do you guys pay for milk, for example?
About 250
Yeah.
$2.50 for what? How like?
a gallon.
Gallon.
Okay, so how much is a gallon?
That'd be
4 liters, something like that.
somewhere close.
Okay, so one US okay, so that's 3 liters. So we pay $3. So pretty much $1 a liter. And you gotta understand that I used to live in Toowoomba, right, which is near Brisbane.
Yeah, so you're paying a little more, it sounds like.
Well, we lived in the Darling Downs ages ago, where pretty much all the milk in Australia comes out of there, and we're still paying like $1 a litre. And bread is anything from 95 cents to like $5.
Yeah, you can find the same thing here. I mean, it's not uncommon in the United States to find, believe it or not, $7, $9 bread, but it's always going to be some specialty bread.
Oh yeah, like normal white bread, like sandwich bread, is like 95 cents. But then you go to like the protein bread, which is some like healthy bread. That's like anywhere from like $3 to like $5. But you wouldn't pay any more than like $5 for bread.
Yeah, I mean, here they got a store called Whole Foods. Amazon's taken it over, but I mean, a lot of us here in the United States, anyone that's ever gone to Whole Foods, we used to call it Whole Paycheck
Yeah.
because it's like a health food store, sort of.
Because see, we have Coles, Woolies. They're probably like your major ones that like are everywhere. But then you have things like Aldi, which is like a cheaper bulk buy store. What's that big bulk store that you guys have over in America?
Walmart.
No, not
Costco.
Costco, yeah. Now there's only I think 2 or 3 Costcos in Australia. I don't know if it's called Costco, but it's like one of those. It's a big American company. It's fucking huge, and you have to pay membership for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Costco.
Yeah, I bet you Mr. E's got a Costco down where he's at too.
Nope.
You don't? You got a Best Buy,
Yeah, we're Best Buy, yeah.
which is electronics.
Yeah. We have Sam's Club.
Yeah, that's Walmart.
Yeah.
See, and like you guys have, I know that you guys, when you work, like how much per hour are you on over in America?
It varies based on your job. This isn't a socialist state,
Like minimum wage.
Yeah. Like what's the minimum
wage? I think is like $8.15 right now.
Something like
See,
that. Yeah.
ours, like for example, a carpenter, for example, their minimum pay is anywhere from 25 to 30 some dollars an hour. But it could be up even more. But see, the thing is, we like. You guys revolve a lot around like tips and stuff like that. For example, like within like being a waitress or something. You guys like most of your pay is from tips and stuff. Well, in Australia, you get paid pretty much like. What is it?
Well, here in the United States, I mean, you've got one of the big controversies is McDonald's, fast food employees want to be paid $15 an hour.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I believe that. They were talking about economy and stuff like that, and that's not what this stream's all about. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, it's not optimized. It's not going to be as good as, like he said, Arena Commander. It's much more complicated. When you got a single when you got a single player experience, or even a controlled environment, like a controlled atmosphere environment like Arena Commander or Star Marine, it's going to be a lot easier because you're only rendering like one station or one map. But when you're in the universe and you've got your entire solar system being rendered all at the same time, it's going to be a little bit more strain on your system. I recommend that if you have issues with lag or poor graphics or something like that, look inside. Turn the view away from CIG and look at your system. Is it maxed out? Is it not maxed out? If it's maxed out, then you might be okay. You might need to look at CIG. But if you're still running like a i5, or if you have maybe a 770 graphics card, then maybe it's not Star Citizen, or maybe it's not Cloud Imperium. Maybe it's your system not able to maybe if you're on cable internet, maybe you need to look at your internet provider, because you need to there's a lot of factors. There's a lot of factors that go into bad FPS. Now, one thing that's happening right now is they're throttling FPS. FPS has been throttled. They have put an artificial limit on FPS because they don't want people eating up all the bandwidth with their good system. Like if you've got an excellent, awesome system and somebody else has a bad system, they don't want the person with the good system absorbing all the data while that guy with the bad system is only getting a little bit of the data, and his FPS is going to be even lower so they throttle it down. I think it's 24 FPS. It might be 30 FPS. And if that's the case, you shouldn't get higher than 30 FPS. There's been times that I've had 40 or 50 FPS. It's happened, but that's rare. That's only when like 5 people are on. And do I have a pretty good system? Yeah. Is it the greatest system? No. Was I live streaming at the exact same time that I was looking at this FPS? Yes. Do I get better FPS when I'm not live streaming? Hell yes. So that tells me it's my problem, because if I get better FPS when I'm not live streaming, then that tells me that my system is what the problem is, if that makes sense. So yeah, I'm going to jump back down there with them.
College, university, same thing. I'm going for graphic design and probably in my photography. So.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Exactly, Peter. It's got its latency. It's unoptimized. It's not ready yet. It's still in alpha. Yeah, I had to leave this stream, guys, just for a second. I changed channels because you guys were talking about corporate America, and I had to get out of the channel. No, I mean, I had to legally get out of this channel because you guys were talking about things that might or might not have caused my channel problems.
Uh-oh.
You see what I'm saying? So I had to bail on you guys.
Uh-oh.
Because you guys were getting some serious personal opinions.
Hey, you want serious personal opinion? Read my peeve.
What?
Blog.
What's your peeve? Talk to me.
Well, dentists.
Oh yeah, well, okay.
Worldwide. I understand that problem's worldwide. Doesn't matter where you go in the world.
What's dentist?
Well, I was talking to my sister. She ended up having to get she was talking about not too long ago, she had to get a root canal done. Yeah. And she's in New York, and it cost her $3,000 to get the root canal done.
Shit.
And then the dentist did it wrong.
What?
Yep. And the tooth ended up having to be removed, and then she had to pay for the removal.
Oh bullshit! Yeah, it's in Australia. You'd be like fucked up. You fix it. I'm not paying jack shit.
Yeah, the implant was another $3,000.
Oh Jesus! Really? So it
And
cost me like $6,000 or more to get some
more.
tooth fixed.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, one tooth.
that is terrible.
Is that disgusting or what?
That is disgusting. See, in Australia we have like what do you call it? We have a healthcare, and like for example, they do a lot of like you go to the dentist and they will you'll pay it and then they'll reimburse you a percentage of it back, depending on um, depending on particular situations. But I'm in the military, so I get free medical and dental. So I go in, like for example, I came in 1 week and then went and got my shoulder fixed, and I was pretty much the next week I was in surgery already. And supposedly, like usually, like the waiting list is anything from like 2 to 3 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, and I got in pretty much straight away.
Okay, that's cool.
I'm sorry, I was reading the chat.
Uh,
Peter says Peter said do it yourself.
Oh yeah. Oh, my dad, he got a pair of pliers and ripped out a couple of teeth.
And Tommaso says he gets 90% of his percent of it repaid back.
Oh, that's probably the same as in Australia, but I really don't know. I'm not on that. My missus is, but I'm not. So I really don't know much about all that type of stuff.
yeah, because I actually have my wife and I have insurance, dental insurance.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Dental insurance just doesn't pay for squat.
Right.
I mean, you talk to anybody in the States. I mean, you'll find a lot of horror stories when it comes to dentists. But
Just need a door and some string.
yeah,
That's hilarious.
but in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be doing my peeve is going to be on games. So I'm going to be hitting up Mr. E for all his game peeves.
I've got a couple.
Because remember,
Hmm?
Can you say anything without getting political?
Oh, what, game peeves?
Oh,
Yeah.
Just there's a game out there called Skyforge.
I played that. It is awesome, but it's got a lot of work on it.
What is your butt on that one?
It's just that it's like what's that game? What's it called? Warframe. It's
Yeah,
similar to
Warframe. Okay.
Warframe was boring because you pretty much do the same map over and over again, but you just do it you start from different sections. Like one time you might start from the end and work your way to, But Skyfall, it's fun. It's really fun. It's just that it's in Australia that it's very slow. Like we have latency problems all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's just because a lot of developers don't really care about Australia that much.
And that's true. Neither do I. But no, I'm just kidding. No, this is my problem with Skyforge. Okay, I thought the game was fun. I still have it installed, and I played only the early levels. I'm like, I don't know, 15th level or something like that. So, I get into games, and this is all games. I get into games because of the story of the game, the lore, the history, the background, what's going on in the world.
That stuff, yeah.
What's going on in the world around me. I could care less about the mechanics of the game. Like, do I hit them better when I use a power shield? Do I hit them better when I use an axe? Or I don't care about any of that crap. All I care about is does it look good? Does it feel good? And what's the story like? And if it has a horrible story, I don't like the game, right? Okay, that's me. I'm not a what do you call it? A munchkin. I don't care about any of that. So, yeah, a munchkin. So when I go to Skyforge, I said, man, this game looks awesome. It feels good. It plays well. It's got a story that makes me want to... what's the word? It's got a story that makes me want to go to confession. Because what are you in that game? You're a god. You claim to be a god. You have followers. You get power based on how many followers you collect. And being a religious person, I have problems with that. I have problems with pretending to be a god.
Oh, okay.
Now, I understand it's just a game, but that is the exact reason why I don't play Diablo. Did you play Diablo 1?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember the very first thing that appears on the screen? Very first thing when you install the game.
Big demon thing, is it?
The pentagram.
Oh.
What's the last thing that happens in the game? You have to become the devil, right? You have to become the evil or whatever. You something like that. And I have problems with games like that. I don't know. It's just, I understand it's just a game. You're running around, you're blowing stuff up, you're killing people, whatever. But when the game is asking, it's like, I don't mean to get all religious on you guys or anything like that, because believe me, I never talk about this stuff. But the Ouija board, right?
No,
It's just
even talk about that. Oh.
it's just a toy, right? It's just something to pass the time or whatever. That's not true. It's supposed to be a tool used, and I don't know. We won't get into all that. But it has religious connotations. And so when you go to Skyforge, which I thought, because I was sitting here, looking for some kind of game that I'm going to be able to enjoy and have a good old time. I started the game. I was like, oh, you're an immortal. Okay, cool. I was brought back to life, and I'm fighting these alien invaders and stuff like that. And then later you find out that's not what it's about. The game's about you becoming a god and getting a temple built for yourself, and then having followers follow you and worship you. And I was like, okay, this is the wrong game. I need to get out of it.
Have you guys had a look at that Black Desert Online?
I've watched some other people play it.
Yeah, see, I bought the
See you, Peter.
Forest pack.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's just that it's laggy like crazy. That's because it hasn't become open beta.
What is it? Closed beta right now?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
But you get a 7-day trial. Anyone can get a 7-day trial.
Uh-huh.
But I paid real money to actually get a key and not a key, but be able to play it to get access into it.
And
I tried it out. It's okay.
Yeah,
It's my general
exactly.
consensus.
Yeah, exactly what you said. It is okay. Yeah.
You guys played World of Warcraft?
Yes.
I heard Mr. Abe mention it, but yeah.
I only played 1 week.
Okay.
Yeah, there was like a 1 week free trial back when I guess Chuck Norris was in a commercial.
Yeah. Ever since World of Warcraft, I've never played another MMO that's ever been anywhere near as good.
Yeah, it's a pretty.
I've searched, believe me.
It's hard to beat.
Yeah, and that's just because it's been around for so long.
Well, my favorite game got closed. I played
Okay, was
a
that?
game called City of Heroes,
Oh yeah, that game was.
and that game closed because they sold the company got sold to NC Soft. It was Paragon Studios originally and got sold to NC Soft. NC Soft kind of closed their doors, uh,
Mm.
and that was unfortunate because that was my favorite game of all time, MMO style anyway. And then there's the game that I tried when it closed. It was a superhero game. I tried going to Champions because Champions was it was an alternative at that time. Because like when Champions opened and DC Universe opened, all kind of at the same time, the City Heroes lost a lot of people because they would try these other games, and so City Heroes kind of fell apart. But DC Universe and Champions are both still kicking, and they're both fun. But Champions, I'm a pen and paper role playing game kind of guy. I've played role playing games since the 70s, and I played Champions a lot, the pen and paper game. And then when Champions Online came out, I thought, hey, this game's gonna be like super cool. And all the villains and all the heroes and stuff like that in the game are from the pen and paper game, but they just didn't have this. It just didn't have the same staying power as like because I had gotten all the way to the end content, and then I felt like it was, you know, whatever.
City of Heroes, you can still actually like create an account and all that type of stuff. Did you know that?
All you can do is make a character and walk around the city.
Oh, okay. So there's no continuous content.
Yeah, there's no servers basically. You have it on your client only. Yeah, so if you like making characters, you can do that. And then there's what you call it. Now I've tried a long time ago when it first came out. I tried that DC Universe. I thought it was kind of not as good as City Heroes, so I went back to City Heroes. And then I never tried it until like maybe a week ago when I realized that Skyforge was not going to be what I wanted. So I went back to DC Heroes, and it seems to be updated. It seems to be really, really good. I'm like, I was enjoying it. I stopped playing it. I don't know. I can't wait for Star Citizen.
I like it. It's gonna be really, really fun. I'll be spending lots and lots and lots.
No, you won't, because you'll be working and you'll have a new baby.
That's fine. I can use to look after him. Well, guys, I have to head off because I've got to help the missus cook dinner and stuff like that.
All right. Well, you have a great day.
Night. It's 6 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay. 3 a.m. here.
Shit.
Yeah, 1 a.m. here.
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Nice.
You must be over the timeline.
I'm
Okay.
a night owl. It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Well, all right, guys. I'm gonna head off.
All right. Well, you guys, peace. So, you guys want to get into a game and play something, or what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, we could. Sure. Did you want me to bring War Thunder back up, or
Do you want to play War Thunder?
I don't mind, but what about Goose?
I'm just kind of here, you know. I'm just hanging out. I probably should actually go pretty soon because it being 4 a.m. But
Okay.
yeah, if you guys want to play something, that's fine. I'll head out. It's all
Or
good.
we're Star Citizen, or
Yeah. I think I'll catch you guys like out later.
okay.
All right, guys.
I do need to head off. But
Yeah, it was nice to meet you. And yeah, now we know you're like an hour past me, so it's a little bit later where you're at.
Yeah.
I'm off tomorrow, so I'm good.
Cool. Yep. All right. I'll see you guys.
All right.
Okay. Have a good day. So, what would you like to do, Mr. E?
Well, I went ahead and I'm starting up some War Thunder if you want to play it.
All right, you got it, man. Yeah, what I was gonna say was I had missed one of the things I missed was, do you remember Return to Krondor?
Nope.
See, none no one remembers that game. It was by a guy. It was a fantasy by a guy by the name of Raymond E. Feist.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's a fantasy author.
What's
And
an author?
um,
What did he write?
Rift War, the Rift War series, Rift War saga.
What else?
That's I'm trying to think. I haven't kept up with a lot of his newer stuff. But
Then no, I mean, like, give me something that he wrote 20 years ago.
The Magician's Apprentice, or I'm sorry, Magician, Silverthorn, Darkness at Sethanon.
Never heard of any of those.
But he's a California writer, Southern California author.
Yeah. Is he not an A-list writer?
Yeah, he is.
Then I've never heard any of his stuff.
Yeah, Rift War Cycle, Firemain.
Nope.
He's taken part in comic books.
Mm-mm. So what's the point? I mean, like, why'd you bring him up?
In the 70s, he actually came up with. He teamed with. I'm trying to remember what the.
Commodore 64?
No, it was PC. Here it is. Return to Krondor. It's actually on Steam. The game itself is actually on Steam.
Okay.
But it's an old-fashioned. When you play it, it opens up like a book, and that was always one of the cool parts about it. And it was a lot like the old dungeon games.
Okay.
And it was.
What are you trying to say?
I just miss playing games like that because it told a story.
Oh, okay.
It was like playing a story.
Okay.
But
yeah, that's when I go into a game, it's got to have a good story. If it doesn't have a good story, or if the story gets under my skin, then I stop playing it. Yeah, so that's one reason why I don't like playing games like War Thunder or MechWarrior Online, or because I mean I love playing War Thunder and I love playing MechWarrior Online, but there's no story at all.
Yeah.
There's no single player adventure, you know. So what it is, it's just an arena game. So I have to put my mind in the mindset that, hey, this is an arena game.
yeah,
But if I'm in a role playing game, I gotta have a story. I gotta have some kind of story.
the company that developed it was Dynamix.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Do you remember Sierra Online? You don't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
any of those?
I remember Sierra.
Okay. Yeah, it was developed by Dynamix, published by Sierra Online. It was the first one that he did was called Betrayal at Krondor.
Okay.
But it was an RPG.
Yeah. I didn't play it.
Yeah, like I said, it was when games are first being developed. They're just coming out with new stuff. All right. Where do we start?
We start on the left.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
It doesn't matter. I don't care. I see you got American. There you go. I'm bringing up American.
It doesn't have to be that. This just was on there when I started.
All right. But we can go American. We can go British.
Nope, we're gonna do something else.
Okay.
I got a plan.
Cool. I'm game, man.
Ready up. Doesn't matter what you got. Just ready up.
You got it.
Did you just ready up?
Yeah. Oh, I see Mass Gamers in here. Sonic's in here. The Snipe is in here. Huh.
There we
Yeah,
go.
the last. Cool. Yeah, when I was on a little while ago, I was doing the assault, arcade assault,
Right.
and my team almost made it. Almost there, man.
So you disconnected from the game, huh?
No. Well, yeah,
That's,
exited.
that's what it
That's
says. It says you disconnected.
just now.
Yeah.
Connection to the server is lost. You will be returned to menu. Well, that sucks.
It says you've been disconnected.
I've lost the campaign. What the heck?
Okay, I'll return to Anger.
What happened? Says I'm still ready.
Yeah, we'll see.
FPS is 60.
Is it saying joining game session right now on your screen?
No,
Why
it
not?
just says not ready.
Why aren't you ready?
Well, I am. When it says not ready, it means I'm looking at me. I have a green light. I'm showing a green light. Do I need to restart the game?
Is it saying join? Mine says joining game session, but now it's just spinning, spinning, spinning. Okay, I'm restarting the game.
All right. You want me to restart? See if that's what the issue is. Lately, I've been having some connection problems, and I don't know what the issue what the issue is. What the problem is.
When was the last time you updated your Windows?
Oh, I think I know what it is. Okay. Give it a second.
I gotta restart, so it doesn't matter. I'm
All
restarting.
right. Okay. Okay, I'm coming back on here. I think I figured out what the issue is. It's my antivirus.
Mm-hmm.
Which one do you use?
I'm not gonna say on stream.
Oh, sorry. I'll get it from you later then.
Okay.
Yeah, the one I'm using right now, ever since Windows did its updates, has been acting up on me. I'm having all kinds of connection issues.
If you have Kaspersky Online, then you need to get rid of it. If you have WebRoot, I would probably get rid of that one too.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were noticing at work that with the new Windows Defender update, some virus scanners were having conflicts
Okay, that's probably the issue.
ever since the new Windows update.
Okay, ready for an invite from you.
Alrighty. But that could be, I could be wrong. It could be that it just something needs to be updated.
Well, no, I keep having to disable it. The only way anything works for me online now is if I disable everything.
You need to change your settings. Yeah, well, but don't talk about it online because other people,
Yeah,
anybody can hear you.
I know.
Ready up.
Okay, is it showing me ready?
Well, I don't know. Just make sure you're ready.
Copy. Ready.
Does it say joining game session?
Yes, it does.
Okay,
Dynamic campaign, head-to-head combat.
that's right. Let's see if it disconnects you.
Nah, it's not gonna. It shouldn't do it now.
Nope, it says you've disconnected from the game.
You're kidding.
That's what it says.
You're not kidding. All right. Can you hang tight and I'll be right back?
Yeah.
I
Hang
will first,
tight. Hang tight as in get out of this mission?
yeah. Well,
Okay.
if you want to continue, no, if you want to continue with the mission,
I can't because I'll have to re-invite you, right?
oh, okay. All right. I'm going to restart real quick and I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm just going to do a total reboot.
Okay. And Hidden Palm, no, we already had 3 hours of Star Citizen. We're decided we're going to go ahead and play a little War Thunder just for S&Gs. We already finished with the scheduled deep dive, fully explained it. Just killing some time. It should be variety hour. It should be like saying that it's a variety hour. I really don't want to play. I want to log out, finish painting. But I like playing with Parasite. Got Spider too up there. I need to give him a role as a guest. There we go. Are you back?
I am back. Am I coming through?
Nope.
You can't hear me?
I cannot hear a word you're saying.
Really?
Really?
Huh.
Huh.
Okay.
How could I respond to you if I didn't hear you?
I don't know. I was trying to figure that one out. I was thinking,
I'm not
the
psychic.
what the heck? All right. So going through War Thunder. All right. Be coming up in War Thunder again in just a second.
Okay. Oh, goodness. Did you disable your virus protection? Did you enable War Thunder to go through your firewall?
Yep, I did.
I don't know why so many people have problems. I mean, it only pops up once, and then I hit allow, and then it never pops up a second time.
Wow. 1,371 frames per second. 264.
Yeah, I won't say that.
21.
Yeah, it's easy to have 1,000 frames when all it is a picture.
Yeah. All right, sir. Can we try this again?
We can pretend to try. It says Parasite has disconnected from the server.
Please tell me you're joking.
I am joking. Okay, so here we go.
All right.
And you write it up. Right?
What's that?
Ready it up.
I'm rated up. I'm not seeing joining campaign yet or anything.
Nah.
Okay, I see it. Joining game session, dynamic campaign, head-to-head combat. Cool. I'm in, baby. And I just crashed.
That's all right.
Is that normal?
What do you mean crashed?
You will be repaired in 22 seconds.
Okay.
Looks like I was in an I-16.
Yeah, you are.
Take off and fly to the rendezvous point.
Yeah, so get repaired already.
Okay. Does that happen often?
I don't know. You tell me.
First time it happened to me. Hey, Frank.
Yeah, I was going to say, we got Frank with us.
Yeah.
We can't lose now.
No, not with Frank, man.
I got rockets.
Yeah, 6. That was quick. Mission objective completed. Oh wow, what a line.
Well, there's quite a bit of us as well.
Okay, cool. See if you and I can lose ourselves in this, since we're light fighters. Doesn't take much of a hit to the front end for your front cowling to knock you out of commission.
They won't be able to hit me. Did I get anybody?
Here we go.
Look at all those bullets! I'm not firing unless I can see the whites of their eyes.
Makes sense to me.
Oh, I wasn't even looking.
So far, I haven't been able to hit a darn thing. Let's see.
Well, you got to shoot at them when they're in front of you.
Trying.
Ah! fly that way. I was in the cockpit. I wonder if I get more ammo once I run out.
That's a good question.
I'm working on it. This plane's unstable. Yep, you get more ammo. Just takes a second.
All right.
And happy Father's Day, by the way.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to you as well. Figured I'd shoot my rockets at him. See if that takes him down.
I think only if you hit him.
Yeah, you don't get any rockets back.
Nope. I'm getting contact.
I have been as well, but
The Germans know how to build their planes. Okay, that's one less wing to worry about.
what happened? Oh,
I shot somebody down.
huh.
We only have 10 more to go.
All right.
I'm going to switch targets. Maybe that'll help. I can't read Cyrillic, sorry. Somebody's chatting in Cyrillic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, it's probably that time of day there.
Yeah. What about Frank?
What about him?
Frank's writing in Cyrillic?
No, Frank is AI.
Oh, okay.
No, I got my chat open. Okay, so I'm a horrible shot. We only need 8 more.
Roger
Come on,
that.
Parasite. Start killing some of these guys.
I'm trying. There you go.
I got a bunch of hits on him that time.
It's just going.
So my only flaps are landing flaps. Really? Right when I got a good shot, my ammo ran out. Okay, come on. Come on, ammo. Well, he needs to not get in my way.
There we go.
Three more.
Roger.
No! Whoa, that guy almost ran me. There you go. 2 more.
Oops. Aircraft collision. I'm going down. I'm going down.
Noob.
I'm back.
Nice.
Mission objective completed.
It's been there all the time.
Oh.
One more to go.
Roger that.
Ooh, I was burning up my engine.
I just collided again. Our guys are getting in my way.
I think the AI just shot one down. Wow, that didn't count. The one I was going after got shot down, and I was like, that didn't count. So now we have to beat the AI.
That's what I was getting at. The
Dang!
AI was getting in my way.
He just killed another one.
Nice, mystery.
There we go.
What are we going for now? Hey, where's
Land
everybody
on,
going?
it says land on the airfield.
Okay.
Okay. No, I guess not. Guess we don't have to. Defeat. What? You've lost the campaign.
Oh,
That's all right. Not worried about it. Okay, so let's pick something else. Let's go. Is that mission still going on? How about I capture the flag?
okay.
Let's go rank 1 vehicles.
Rank 1. All right.
You have to be. You're going to
You
get
got
5 respawns.
Okay.
So when you're ready, ready up. Shows me you're already ready. There you go.
Yeah,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. This is capture the flag. So what this means is this is the worst game mode ever. I tried it earlier and it was
Yeah.
so broken.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody was in Panzer 3Js. Because it doesn't set it up by battle rating, it sets it up by rank.
Hmm.
Don't rush in there and die.
Okay.
Don't do it.
Okay.
The first team to lose all their spawns loses.
Got it.
Don't worry about capturing the flag.
I'll worry about taking them out.
Okay, we got shots coming down this road here.
Roger. Oh, man.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
What are you doing, Parasite?
Sorry.
Are you glitching out that bad
No.
that you
no.
can't drive? Your tank's all over the place.
It is. I know.
Yeah, you're getting killed. You're getting attacked from two sides.
Holy crap, man. I got a tank. Oh, the guy's over there sniping. Man, get me out of there. I'm getting sniped.
I understand.
Alright, I gotta get a new guy in there. And I'm stuck right now because engine's gone, everything's gone.
I was telling you this mode, man.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Where the heck is he?
He's right behind you.
Oh. I was wondering where the guy was. I was like, what the heck?
Don't wonder, he's right behind you.
Alright, well.
The enemy has taken the initiative. It serves him right. Ready!
Yeah. Got rid of the sniper.
The enemy tank has been destroyed. Enemy forces have captured a zone. If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
Remember what I said about don't die?
Right.
On target. Yes, a hit. Destroyed. We can't move.
I'm getting killed. Wish there was artillery. Or smoke. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, there's like 3 of them on A.
Yeah.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
No, not that.
Ah, man. Ah.
Aha! I have artillery.
Artillery, clear reference.
I'm dropping on A. Suck it.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack. Load it up.
Really? Wow. A T-50 could blow me up. That's pretty sad.
Yeah, and I'm getting sniped again from across the way.
Enemy forces have captured a zone.
Man, if I could just get to this guy before he takes me out.
We need artillery support.
Ah, took me out.
Ready to fire. Load.
What?
Bomb has been damaged. Ready up. We need to put more pressure on the enemy. They're winning. The target hasn't been hit. It serves him right.
That is why I hate that mode.
Yeah.
I got second place. That's sad.
And I was in 5th.
All right, so we'll fly something.
Okay. What country?
How about British?
Okay.
I'm in a 5 Bravo. This will be my last match.
All right. Okay, I'm in a 5 Bravo.
We're in the north. What the heck? It must be a mixed battle. Gotta be mixed if we're in the north.
All right. I'm going for 30 minutes.
Okay.
Attention to the map.
I'm gonna see if I can't help this IL-2 keep anybody off of him.
Roger.
There's an Avenger, but I'm not going for him.
Okay.
Destroy the target.
I see a Yak and an A36 and a Ki-40, but I'm actually over here with this IL-2, so... Seeing if there's anybody around here. The only thing over here is the Avenger, but he's not going for dogfighting. There's a 0. Okay. Oh, my water. Oh, there's a Ki-61. Just moon.
Engaging the enemy.
I'm not going to get there in time for that HE-111 to live.
Roger that.
Told you.
Destroy hostile troops.
Are you spreading out?
Yep, I am.
Oh wait, what's that? Is there?
I was noticing the same thing. I don't see it. Is there something above us?
I know that's what I was looking around. I don't see it.
We have taken the initiative.
I don't see anything behind us. I don't know.
It's down there by the medium tanks or something, maybe. Okay, maybe I'm just blind. Wait, there we go. Ki-44 right below us.
All right.
That's where I'm going.
Need backup.
He's over the water. I'm diving almost vertical.
All right.
Trying not to break my wings.
Commencing attack.
I am going way too fast. Whoops! Drop my gear. Drop my flaps by accident. Thanks! I didn't even need to dive and break my flaps! Ah. Damn IL-2. Oh, that's alright. Keep your... Oh, there's a Spitfire. Orion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna reach him in time
See the enemy.
to save him from as far as the IL-2.
Well, yeah, just dive on him.
Returning to the airfield.
You're alright, because I'm gonna hit him up too.
All right, here we go.
Because he's coming after me, not the IL-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all over me.
Ah. I'm going too fast.
Turn your engine off.
I got it. I'm good.
He crashed.
All right.
Squad down. A little more effort and victory will be yours.
Well, who's shooting at us? Oh, ground.
I can't see.
It's ground.
Oh. All right.
I was like, why am I getting shot at? It's... I bet you the IL-2's going home. Following him. Because I'm damaged.
All right.
It's just us anyway. There's only like 4 of us left on the team.
Huh. All right. Let me see if I can at least get some. Yeah, I can. There's some ground fodder I can get.
Well, don't get caught off guard because you're out there all by yourself.
Roger.
Hey, they're all crashing. Or maybe they're just rearming.
Yeah.
Is this a legit airfield? It is. I'm landing here. I don't have any flaps, so it's going to be a little difficult.
Got an A-36 directly above me.
You're out there by yourself.
Right, heading back.
Returning to the base. Heading to the base. Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
KI-61 above you.
Okay.
I got him highlighted.
Yeah, I see him.
A-36.
There's two of them.
KI-61's firing on you. And now the A-36.
He's not shooting me, he's shooting the bomber.
Roger.
But I'm damaged. KI-61 tried to shoot me down, but he crashed.
Yeah, he crashed.
Take him down.
If I try to dogfight this guy, I'm gonna die. Watch out. I have no engine.
Alright.
Are you on him?
Yep.
You got somebody on your back. Got an A-36 again.
Alright.
I wish I could do something. My engine's gone.
That's okay.
If I land real quick, they might shoot me.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
Oh, and my cowling's red.
Yeah, I'm gonna crash if I turn fight like this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die! I gotta land.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and land. Okay. I got the Yak 1 on me.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm dead too. Apparently our, it looks like our anti-aircraft, our AA is not going to do us any good.
Mm-mm.
I am dead on the ground.
Alright, well, it was fun playing with you. I am going to
Yep.
log out, and you have a wonderful night.
Okay, cool. Thank
All
you very
right.
much. You too.
Yeah, no problem. Hey guys, thanks for coming out and checking out this Star Citizen live stream. The last hour or so we played some War Thunder. But if you didn't see the first half, it is going to be on YouTube here in just a little bit. And it does go through the entire schedule report for 3.0 for Star Citizen. You might learn something, you might not. I put in a lot of my own personal opinions and stuff like that. So if you want to hear it, check it out. If you like the video, like it. If you want to subscribe, please subscribe. If you want to help donate to the channel, go ahead and hit the PayPal me link in the description over there. And I'll catch you next time.